All right, now we're back for the collective's message. If you haven't already, I mean, you have it probably because I just put them shits up, but we just dozed. But check out the 4 elements that we did. Okay. Um, you don't have to view them just because it's a sign that you have as sun, moon, or rising. If you feel drawn to it, go for it. You know what I'm saying? Go for it. But yeah. So here we are with the collective message. Thank you, Mama Universe and Papa Universe, once again for the fifth time today. Always though, Mama Universe and Papa Universe don't be counting when we express gratitude. They embrace it all. But anyway, here we go, y'all. Thank you, angels, ancestor spirit, as ascended masters that kind of protected me, gods and goddesses that flow through me as me. For you and I collective to use our mind's eye to see, always in connection to the Most High. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Now you know that on me. Yeah, what you think? Here we go. I'm going to start with the Divine Feminine deck first. Collective. One more. Shepherd. Here we go. Ooh, Sarah Lakali with Freyja. Friday, Venus energy. The goddess of discernment is Freyja. But here we have Sarah Lakali regarding the energy that is being spoken about to the collective at this time. You feel me? Yeah. Let me see. The page here. 210. On page 210. All right. She says, I have arrived. I am where I will always be in love. Sarah Lakali is the symbol of the love that endures, the love that never dies. There are 3 main legends that surround Saint Sarah. First, she is known as a charitable, noble woman who collected alms for the poor in Saint Maries de la Mer in the south of France at the beginning of the first century. She had a vision that the female saints who were present at Jesus' death would arrive on their shores. And when they did, around the year 42, Saint Sarah was the first to lovingly welcome them with open arms. The Golden Legend from the 13th century says that Saint Sarah arrived with the 3 Marys, Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, and Mary of Bethany, as one of their slaves. She was said to be an Egyptian, very beautiful and endowed with healing powers. The third legend is that Saint Sarah is the daughter of Mary Magdalene and Jesus Christ. During the persecution of the early Christians, it is believed that Mary Magdalene fled with young Sarah, Jesus' mother, and Mary of Bethany to the south of France. There she raised Sarah and continued her ministry of love, of becoming what Christ referred to as true human beings, meaning both fully human and fully divine. Saint Sarah is known as the Queen of the Outsiders. She is the beloved patron saint of the Romani people. She is carried from her crypt in the cathedral to the sea on horseback. That should just look like an entire eye to me, right here. It was 444 when that clicked in like that. All right, but let me see. Okay. Every May 24th by thousands of Romani who gathered annually to celebrate her. 524. Gemini. There's an ancient chest in St. Sarah's Cathedral that contains the relics of the three Marys. St. Sarah represents the spiritual tenets of the Camargue cross, faith and hope, but above all love. Faith and hope, but above all love. When your soul selects her card, so pay attention, collector. This is where we at right here for the info coming in. No matter who you are or where you are, St. Sarah's love is the kind that reaches you. There's nothing you need to perfect or prove. There's nothing you need to wait to become. There's only the deep, abiding truth that love is not outside of you. You are never an outsider to love. You are love. Saint Sarah is the ultimate love card, the one that whispers what you've always known. That love is our true purpose and our only true home. Love is where we will all arrive, no matter how persecuted, how lonely, how outcast we might feel. And the how belongs to source. So it's like once you go through that process of your heart being weighed, you're still going back to love. No matter how long it has been since we felt love, Saint Sarah is the healing that comes when we embody again, when we embody love again. She is here to welcome us back to the singular destination we actually never left. Home is only ever as far as we allow ourselves to be separate from the space of our own heart. The soul voice meditation for this card, message of Sarah Lakali: enter the heart. Ask to experience love, true love, and let it fill you head to soul. And they say it, and they call it the soles of your feet. And the feet is connected to Pisces. And the Bible was birthed during the age of Pisces, the feet. Pluto and Capricorn children are significant for changes that happen in the in-between. For some of you who haven't had your first child yet, wow, it comes before Pluto in Aquarius. It's like, okay, so the message I'm getting right now is that if you don't have a child yet, you would have a child during the Pluto and Capricorn season. Pluto goes into Aquarius. So this is someone that's already with child, or you could be finding that out pretty soon here within the next 3 months. Especially if you say this soul voice meditation to enter your heart and ask to experience love, true love. Yeah. Then we have here Sarah Lakali. So this is the child of a divine union. This child, the spirit child, says, I have arrived. I am where I will always be, and love. So what you're looking for is it is located where it has always been. What you're looking for is where it's always been. Wow. Okay. If that's the case, deep as that was, let's go to the God cards. See what the masculine energy is saying here. The God energy. This is the divine feminine oracle deck that we use first for Sarah Lakali. We have God cards for men, but it embodies the divine masculines in ancient and modern archetypes. This deck. The Grateful Bear and Infinity. The authors and illustrators of this deck, their last names, author Grateful Bear, or last name Grateful Bear, and then the illustrator, the name that he used for last name is Infinity. Grateful Bear Infinity. All right. 1 second. Ursa Major, Ursa Minor. This is in a minute. Yeah, Big Bear is the Ursa Major. Ursa Minor is a small one. Let's see. The Pinwheel Galaxy, Bodes Galaxy, Cigar Galaxy, Owl Nebula, Plow. I'm seeing 7 of Pentacles. Now we got Zeus, Jupiter Energy. A nymph who was turned into a bear by Zeus' jealous wife Hera. Now, let's see what this card is. Transhuman, player 1. I am forming the future. I pause like that because I'm like, somebody got a child in the way. For real, for real. And it's 5:26. Her day is 5:24. So this could occur during Gemini season. Either delivery during Gemini season or finding out about a pregnancy Gemini season. That's the midpoint of the springtime. Midpoint of the spring. Just about. Okay. Before I sit here and start like going out a rabbit hole with just that one thing. All right, let me see. I'm gonna say one that spans from the primitive tribesmen of the deep Amazon, the poor and the homeless on the streets, the minimum wage earner. The consumer. That's why the bear is so relevant. So there's a shift from the bear mindset to the bull mindset, from the consumer to the investor. That could be specific to someone you meet this person. This is what they say. See, all the contemporary role models and archetypes were born along the Homo sapiens evolutionary line. This deck names a mere handful, and our collective experience represents a multitude of others still forming yet to be named. Today, we seem to be surviving together in one common occupation, one that spans from the primitive tribesmen of the deep Amazon, the poor and the homeless on the streets, the minimum wage earner, up through the rank and file under the multinational CEOs. It includes the entrepreneur, small business owner, Bitcoin miners, all the way over to the guarded compounds of statesmen, celebrities, and the privileged royal elite. We are all preoccupied with consuming natural resources as part of daily life. This preoccupation has evolved into professional occupations of an ultra modern society where the fittest survive in the pursuit of, access to, or lack thereof, money. We seem to have lost our way, numb, dumb, and naive to what this money actually represents. The have and the and have not Homo sapiens divide seems to be an evolutionary precipice awaiting to be nudged by God, society, Wall Street, technology, and very possibly all of the above into a global evolution. Connecting with true love. Feel like one of those questions, as it states here, that you'll be asking yourself in that process. Does your spirit feel crushed or liberated with all the definitions and expectation put on you as a being? Do you dare step outside the box of the contemporary masculine feminine cult as defined by family culture, community, special interests, and mass media? Are you feeling deflated and regretful in not being good enough in some way, void of any superpowers? What does the future look like for you as a human? Some see our evolution leaning towards ascension and enlightenment, focusing on spiritual virtues of morals, values, and natural talents in a service driven life. The industrial complex would have our next evolution be a digitally bioenhanced transhuman plugged into a billable matrix cloud of information, data, robotics, and artificial intelligence. They have long been experimenting with chemically and psychologically modified mental states, virtual realities, GMOs, biohacking, artificial intelligence, smart devices, and other approaches that alter human potential both organically and digitally. Now, this is deep in terms of going from a love message to this is why that unconditional love is not yet known by the collective as it should be because of all these questions right here, the answers to these questions, the questions and the answers to it, the fact that this is even a part of life. And it's part of life, but not in a sense that it just is. It has so much going against it. There's so much resistance happening. Hmm. And there are partnerships that you have with people when it comes to love that you are breaking down that pattern and connection to you that connects to the whole when it comes to this. Robots have been replacing human labor for many years now. Will advances in robotics and AI replace our access to meaningful occupation in other sectors of civilization too? What role are you willing to play or are already playing as a consumer, employee, or developer? You know what I just saw? I just saw the collective using technology in the most powerful way where you're not overworking yourself in terms of your career path. And everybody's really just like embracing life, chilling, using their gifts and doing what they do. But huh. Let's see what else. What are the experiences, gifts, and wisdom you possess that you are consciously or unconsciously promoting on behalf of the transhumanism? What are the benefits or pitfalls that await us should we embrace a transhuman evolution? Flush out this dialogue with a group, a focus group, or blog post, etc. Many industries are positioning themselves for vast profits with the assimilation of transhuman biotechnology. Will resistance be futile? Or is there a breakaway species on the horizon too? Listen, bro, what type of love shit? Oh, this sounds like yesterday's message, computer love. Oh boy. Well, me get these tarot cards and see what's popping. Because Page of Cups. It's at the bottom of it because it seems like it's a point of reflection here. A point of reflection is the steps forward after a point of reflection. Ooh, damn. This is a strong, solid step forward. Okay, King of Cups at the bottom of the deck of cards here with the Page of Cups coming out. Let me see who's at the top. The Magician, a point of reflection. The first step after the point of reflection is coming from a kingly state. Now, let's see how this all ties in together here. 2111. Right. Let's see how this all ties in together here. Something about Libra to Capricorn season is where this is being balanced out. Okay. We have the High Priestess in the challenge position. Let me see what's at the basis of this, because this speaks of going to the depths of the data received, the data that's in connection to their subconscious mind. Five of Cups. Let me see. This feels like a cryptic message where I have to get the cards out, especially with this transhuman energy coming through like that. We got the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck, the Moon in Aquarius. Now, the ancient ruler of Aquarius is Saturn. Saturn rules Capricorn. Capricorn is the polar opposite to Cancer, which is the Moon. We got the Moon in Aquarius, Moon in Saturn. Now, Aquarius happens after Capricorn, so this is a level up. The next step, the collective. Changing communication, mindset communication in connection to the collective. Let's see what's in the immediate past here. Well, I just felt like I'm in a soul factory or some shit. Like this feels very transhuman. Five of Cups in your immediate past. See, now I feel like it has to do what it was saying here with all these questions. Do you dare step outside the box of contemporary masculine or feminine cults defined by family, culture, community, special interests, and mass media? That's the first line I went to in connecting this card to it, which is in your immediate past. There could have been a conversation that you did have already, because notice in the Seven of Swords, he's holding 5 swords, which is the card of difficult conversation. Now, it could have left you emotionally distraught, because all the cards that are on the table right now are going towards the immediate past. So it's like some of you feeling down and out right now is because you're still focused on something that has already happened. You can change it by what you change in the now. This already took its position in a past position. You know what I'm saying? It already played its role. You're here though, but notice how all of these are going this way. The head of this high priest is also going this way. So it's like becoming more logical of your intuition is having you go back to this space. Instead of you cleansing from it or stepping away from it, you're recreating the experience. With her coming out, you're someone who is very magnetic. So you tend to attract a lot of people you have to help, but you have to learn how to dissolve that energy once you walk away from it. Because it's a lesson for you too in setting boundaries. That Three of Wands energy, we just finished talking about boundaries and that fire sign info coming in. It's kind of tying into this one, and I see why. Let's see what's possible outcome though. What's the possible outcome? Your intuition is going to lead you forward. Overthinking is going to lead you back to this position of this conversation and the emotions connected to it. You know what I mean? Yeah, see? Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this could have been something or someone very close to you. Let me see. This could be like a friend, a childhood friend that you call your cousin because your parents and their parents grew up together. But we got the Five of Cups here. See these 3 cups? Is the same 3 cups that's here, but these cups are spilled over. Ain't nobody lifting that shit if they can't. It's just on ground. Let me see. Thank you for coming in and liking the video. Appreciate you. Collective info coming in. This is tying in to the other ones too. Possible outcome. Posibilidades. Four of Wands. Because as we're expressing the emotion, the energy that's flowing through this for this message to come out, see why Four of Wands would be a possibility. Anything is possible. You can go from a completely fucked up situation to the most glorious moment ever. It depends on how long you want to stay here, how long you're going to stay there. You know what I mean? Look at that. Something's coming in here quickly. This Four of Wands can come in quickly. But you got to change your perception of this. You got to get away from this here. This Five of Wands, all of this drama and chaos. This is what you learn from. This is what you learn from so you can move forward with victory. The balance of logic and emotion. This is the Emperor now. Along with the messenger of the gods, like everything and all is here in this number 7 major arcana card. Like this card right here ain't no joke. That major arcana, that Chariot, what's in the immediate future here? You gotta take a leap of faith. Yeah, you gotta take a leap of faith. This is looking towards everything else too. But as I'm seeing this, the way it's on this table, 2-0, Judgment, High Priestess, you got to choose to be reborn. You have to choose to be reborn. I feel like this is the rebirth of the sun. Wow. But the way this Fool card is looking here is looking upward towards the Four of Wands. Here you have the Page of Cups as your current situation. This is your challenge to trust your intuition. Why is it a challenge? Because in the immediate future, there's going to be an opportunity for you to take a leap of faith. You're not going to have the time to think about this too much the way you have been. So this is why trusting your intuition is a challenge. Huh? Look at that. The Sun card at the bottom. That was at the top. Four of Pentacles. What's this that want to come with it? The Queen of Wands. And she looking right at this. All right. Let me see. What's under the Queen of Wands? The Justice card. I just heard you want this shit to be straightened out, and it will be, but you got to move forward from it. You want some, okay, so this is like somebody that wants to change their scenario, change what's going on, but you keep feeding what you don't want. You got to make up your mind, boo. You got to make up your mind. As a human being, you have the power of will. You can decide what you want to do. The issue is that feeling like your ancestors and spirit guides are going to do it for you. They'll do it for you, and you're in alignment to that action of them, helping you out. But if you're asking them for assistance and you're doing the complete opposite, it's like, what the fuck? Think of yourself as an ancestor, as somebody asking you, one of your descendants asking you for assistance, but you can only assist if they're on that path. You know what I'm saying? It's like someone you invite to your home and you're going to put gas in their car when they reach this mark, but they haven't reached this mark, so you can't put gas in the car because the car ain't even on the way to you. It's not even on a journey. It's not even on its way to you, to give that assistance. So however that may be, you know what I mean? What's the advice? The Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is looking in the opposite direction of all these other cards looking this way towards the past. There's going to be a message of good news here coming in for some of you. One more. The advice position. One more here. What's this Page of Wands? Okay, Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, Libra energy, is coming to you with a message here, a message of great news. Balance it out. There goes that. Balance it out again. So you have what you have mastered is logic. You mastered the shit out of logic. But when it comes to your emotions, like taking action based on your heart, it's a whole different person. And that's what you're being asked to balance out. That's what 7, 4, that's 10. That's what you're being asked to balance out. Your action and your thoughts. The thoughts, action, thoughts, feelings. Action, thoughts, feelings. Triangle. Where the triangle at? And the Four of Wands. Greetings, love. Ooh, Judgment card here at the bottom of the deck. The advice is connected to your challenge and the immediate future. Your immediate future is a moment to take a leap of faith. Your challenge is what would allow you to take this leap of faith is trusting your intuition when that energy comes or presents itself to you, because it's an emotional offer. It's like, okay, so if we're seeing the pages, right? These are like small ideas that lead you to where you're actually going. You know what I'm saying? So let's say, for instance, like it could be something like, all right, you're watching this live right now, but you decide to click off of this and go to another message. There's a message in there for you, but you decided to click off of there in this particular moment. You know what I'm saying? It's something like that, where you decide to do something, or like, let's say you get up, instead of going to listen to somebody else's message, you get up to go to the store and then you encounter someone. And I also feel like because Mars is retrograde in Gemini, when you get these nudges to feel like you want to do something, especially being on slow-mo, I feel like these are like direct source nudges of like, yo, here we go. Yeah. What's in the environment here? What's in the environment position? Knight of Pentacles, Virgo, which is the same direction. See, what's in the environment and your advice, they're all in the same direction. They're all going in the same direction. They're all moving forward. It's not that she don't know how to love. She just not going to take anybody's shit. You know what I'm saying? There could be a lot of messages that come in where people find you attractive, Venus energy, but you know your worth. You know what you have to go through to actually step into your creative nature. I'm seeing the Five of Wands, like you're on your way to becoming a billion. And as we said, to get to this point, this Four of Wands, this point of celebration, divine union, 1111, balance, victory, justice, focus, clear communication, clear mind. You will have to be able to go through the lessons of the Five of Wands, Saturn and Leo, the challenges you're willing to accept to step into your creative nature. And in the immediate future, once again, you have this opportunity to take a leap of faith. All this yellow is saying you got free will. You know that already, though. know that already. Part of that explanation is why some of you are holding back, possibly from a Virgo or a Capricorn or an Aries or an Aquarius. Truth. Yep. There we got the Four of Pentacles and the Five, the Nine of Pentacles, single energy. Three of Swords. I'm telling you, she knows what she's going through. And it's like the initial, you got the first impression. But this advice is telling you to tap into the first impression before the first impression. You know what that is? This is something that happens in your dream state. I feel like some of you are dream interpreters and you're just realizing that. This is something that happens in your dream state. There might be a lot of different pieces, mixed up. But within this dream, you're noticing certain people appear quite often. What you could do is, if you know these people, what is their birthday, month, and date? And see if there are any buildings that you happen to walk into. Similar to what I was telling you before, like you could listen to this message and decide out the blue from the sky, from the air, that you want to go outside or do what you got to do. Something like that. Because being able to put all the puzzle pieces together, and the moment you're able to put a puzzle piece together, it's a deja vu moment. It's like deja vu moments. I woke up today with the last convo I had with them about 2 years ago to me while I was half asleep. Wow, look at that. Divine intervention is at play here. Some of you are holding back from things that you normally don't hold back from, because the divine is on this right now. You know when they say trust divine timing when it comes to the assistance you're asking for? Some of you, put out your prayers or petitions years ago, and now you're seeing that turnaround. But it's not just now. It was already being answered through the years up to that point to get to the answer, or the assistance that they are able to provide you with. Because like I said, if you're asking your ancestors and your spirit guides for assistance, but you're doing something completely different, you're not on the same, you're not even in the same book. So everything means everything, and nothing is a coincidence. In the hopes and fears position, you have the Magician. Wow. As above, so below. Something is on its way to you from where it has always been. Going back to Sarah Lakali. Something is on its way to you in regards to where it has always been. Look at that. You got the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And as above, so below. The way it's showing it to me here on the table so far, this is what as above, so below looks like. There's something already happening in the 5D. It's already happened. This union already happened in the 5D. But in the physical realm, it's like, this is some real soul divination, soul union, the fire. I'm getting plasma now. But this has already been written. But something of this magnitude, the way through it is through one's intuition. This is why this is such a challenge, because there are certain partnerships you would have to go through to even want to connect to your intuition or your superpowers or abilities, because there has been so many spells along past lifetimes that will literally shut the brain out from this ability. It's practical, I can make it. This is why nothing is a coincidence. Even the smallest things. This is why when you're on this journey and you're noticing all these signs of synchronicities and you get around people and you like to express that because you're seeing, the quality of life, the magic of life. But these people don't have that same way of communicating. You have an option. You can minimize the amount of time you spend around these people because they're going to diminish that magical energy you have, or cut them loose completely. Because it spells words. See what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all hearing me because listen, this is why to this day, to this day, when I disconnect from situations, yeah, your own fam. That's the thing about your physical experience in this lifetime. You could have family members that are people who weren't your family members in another lifetime, but they came back around this time a little bit closer for you to learn the lesson in connection to them. And part of that, if it has something to do with family, what you would want to do is look at your natal chart and see what you got in the fourth house, eighth house, and 12th house. If you got the, let's say you got the moon in the 12th house, well, yeah, you damn sure got some hidden enemies subconsciously, consciously when it comes to the maternal bloodline being nurtured or your mother. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's see what the outcome is. That's why when y'all hear me go off talking about you're not here to be understood, because I get it. Like, I'm one that has experimented on different things in terms of verbal expression and noticing people's response and the way it affects my life thereafter if I decide to connect my emotions to that experience. If I decide not to, I'm just observing it. And in that observation, that person may already be in a position where they're experiencing it. So they may create what you would call a soul tie. But now I'm not that type of person. Because you feel like you want to have a soul tie to me, I got to feel sorry for you and decide to work. Nah, bro. Sis, if it ain't like that, it ain't like that. We not. But now once you learn that lesson or get to that point of the test and the lesson and you pass it, meaning when you pass a lesson, you're observing a situation you have experienced in the past and you're able to be calm about it. Even down to the point of those same experiences, you know, expressing it to others in the form of guidance, you're able to do that. Because that's one part of you having gifts, or what is in connection to your gifts. Some of it. Pisces rules your fourth house, Scorpio. There you go. It's definitely, yeah. But what you want to do is make sure you do what you have to do to see it for what it is energetically. Respond to it. Don't react to it. You reacting to it will make you want to take everybody's head off. What you want to do is just see it for what it is and be like, okay, I get it. This is all part of my life's journey. Once you see that, then it seems like there happens to be like this a filtering out system that starts to happen around you, where now these people start to see you for who you truly are, because you mastered the lesson. Yeah. But yeah. Let's see what's the outcome. 44, 44. You're welcome. You're welcome, honey. It's upright, but it's my thing is I see why it will come out reverse. The outcome is the Hierophant, and it will come out reverse because the counterpart is in a challenging position. So it's like breaking somebody out. you know. Let me see. Hierophant in reverse. Can you tell me more? Breaking someone out. This is someone coming to the rescue here. Okay. Someone coming to the rescue because the Knight of Swords is connected to this Five of Wands. Hold up. Knight of Swords. Jupiter and Pisces, because Knight of Swords is somebody born also between March 1st and March 6th, or the timing of Gemini season between May 19th and June 22nd, June 23rd. Let's see. High Priestess challenge, clarify. Breaking free. Somebody's is hanging. What the fuck? Somebody got left hanging. Oh, okay. This could be someone from a past situation where they felt like they were, mistreated, not seen for their worth. And until they let go of that, they can't connect to their high priest, high priestess, emperor. That shares a similar experience. It's a twin flame energy here. The Tower. What's under the Tower? The fucking Five of Wands that we got here. I'm telling you. What's under the Five of Wands here? Judgment. And what's under the Five of Wands here? Wow. Okay. Hold up. Let me see what you got. The Tower. Judgment. Four of Cups. Temperance. Ace of Wands. Once you gain the clarity is when you're able to break through of, I feel like this is what we were just talking about, as a matter of fact, with the Five of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Nine of Pentacles. Once you overcome this lesson of why you felt left out, you realize you weren't left out. This is just parts of you that you have to recalibrate. Recalibrate the Hangman. This is what's the word? Words. Spinal adjustment. Which allows you to breathe better too. Allows you to breathe better. Air energy, Gemini. What were we saying about Gemini? Sarah Lakali. I feel like this is her reading on some shit. Like, that feels like her message. Like, if she came to me for a reading, like, these are her cards. Hanging, crucifixion, Hierophant in reverse. About the twin flame stuff for a while. No, honestly, that twin flame journey ain't no joke. That is not a joke, because it's a union that you have to really be okay with someone detaching themselves from you to the point that it's like, okay, this is it for that lifetime. So it's a death, with no rebirth. But I feel like once the body, the mind, and the spirit align with what that actually means, the one running away starts to enter. Instead of chasing, they start to run the race together. Or take on life together. Yeah. That's the purpose of these unions. Those type of unions specifically is to show that level or that depth of love. Because obviously it involves a part, within your union where something feels like you have to compromise, but you don't actually compromise. Because if you compromise, there wouldn't be a phase where there would be a separation. Five of Swords and a Justice card. Like, these cards are basically like they're speaking with me right now. Okay. So as far as breaking out of this psychological block, ooh, that's Pluto. Breaking through this psychological block, you had to be okay with going back to this emotional period. See, Five of Swords, walking right to this Five of Cups. Okay, so let me see. Why is the Hierophant in reverse? I'm gonna use a different deck for that, just in case some of the similar cards want to come out and we can see what's up. Oh, you know what? Yep. Use these. I'm gonna use the Egyptian deck because your girl sure is Egyptian. Sarah. So I'll see you next lifetime, for real. And you know what? You'll meet a few that fit that description, but not all of them are your twin flame. That's the part about that journey. That's why that journey predominantly speaks of, look at that, Four of Wands, speaks of you getting to know yourself more. You know? The Hierophant in reverse as the outcome. Yeah, that Knight of Swords energy that's coming in quickly is why the Hierophant's in reverse. It's just too much shit going on at one time. Four of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Somebody's about to plan out some shit here. And that's the possible outcome card. The Four of Wands. I just showed it to you at the bottom of the deck. You saw me shuffle this. But you probably couldn't see it, but you heard it. Let me see. Four of Wands. Illumination and intuition. The beginning of an undertaking, initiative, creativity. What's the Knight of Swords then? The Ten of Pentacles is right here. What's the Knight of Swords? There's also an opportunity coming towards you to take it at a flowing state type of pace. Knight of Swords. There's a lot of cards coming out with these. You got the Magician here at the bottom of the deck. And it's being clarified by the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Two of Wands. This Hierophant. This Hierophant hasn't made a decision. That just went a whole different way. The Eye of Ra is a Two of Wands. This is the Eye of Ra. Help with material undertakings. I'm getting Venus, Mercury. Now that it's in Capricorn, it's going to be beneficial. We have the Knight of Cups here, Pisces energy. Jupiter is in Pisces for 6 more days to the 20th, which is allowing divine grace in. Come on, what else was it? Hold on. Let me see. Huh. Okay. Give me a second here. Saturn will enter Pisces on the 7th of March until May 20 fucking 4th. No wonder. May 24th is Sarah Lakali's day. Fixed signs and mutable signs are going to really feel this a lot more because Saturn is in Pisces. Pisces is a mutable energy. Um, hmm. We said finding out about a pregnancy uh, during Gemini season. Now, Saturn and Pisces take spirituality very seriously as they use their faith to create structure in their lives, using faith to create structure. That ain't no joke. You can read it and just be like, oh, faith used to create reality or whatever it just said. What is that? Faith to create structure in their life, in their lives. Faith to create structure in your life. Where your faith at now? And based off of that, what type of structure are you actually going to build? Because the Hierophant is Taurus, is the master builder. So I feel like I'm going to get one more card. Hierophant. Why are you in reverse? You hear us speaking. What's up? Huh. That's exactly what we thought. Three of Cups. There's like this energy of deciding. There you go, figuring it out. Because you got the damn the Lovers, Temperance, the Chariot, and the Three of Swords. The universe ain't playing with you though. See all these majors? You see all these angels? And you see the Emperor. This Emperor is basically that Hierophant in reverse. Because he's still looking at this here. Three of Swords, Saturn in Libra. So instead of it being spirituality, it's like balance and partnerships. You use it to create your structure in life. That's some deep shit. So if you don't have balance in partnerships, your life that you're structuring is I see why this Knight of Swords came out here twice. And you got the Pisces card, that Knight of Cups over there too. Again, it feels like also that communication you have, like you speak one way and people look at you like, what? Like, what you talking about? Like that, I feel like that time period is so over with. Like you have to choose to lower your vibration. I'm going to say that you have to choose to lower your vibration to be around those type of people because you're giving them the power to manipulate your auric field, or you cut them the fuck out and you stay where you're at, or they have to choose to want to rise up. You know what I'm saying? The eye of rise here though, ain't gonna be that much playing around. I'll tell you that. Wow. So collective, here's what I would say. If you're going to call on your ancestors, your spirit guides, your angels, whoever it is that you call on, Make sure before you call, you're actually going. It's like you're not gonna book a flight and you're gonna miss your flight on purpose. That's what's happening if you're calling and you're choosing to take a different route. If you're gonna call on your spirit guides and your angels, make sure you take that path and you rock out with them. You follow your instincts when you're guided to put this water here, get these flowers, get this type of incense, take this bath, go outside during this time while the sun is out. Sun gaze, moon gaze, star gaze, depending on where you live at. You feel me? That type. Can start making money the first I'm getting a reading from. Aw, anytime, beloved. Anytime, honey. It's already yours. Just start writing your affirmations of gratitude. I am thankful. I am grateful for the abundance and wealth, the money that I have to do the things I need to do the things I must do to bring that same type of wealth to others. Like, because that's what Source looks at too. When it comes to like why you want to make this amount of money and why you want this. Is it solely just for you, or is it for you to give to co-create with the universe? So just make sure your intentions are pure, and you Source got you. Just every day do what you can control. You know where to find me. I'm here join these lives. Ask your questions. Do what you do. If I feel guided to say something, I'm gonna say it. All right. So what you here for? Let's get one more message here of advice. That was quite the message there. Where are these other cards at? Because before I look at that card that fell, I want to know, or that pulled through. I want to know what the Four of Wands was about. Hold on. What is the Four of Wands about? The potential outcome. Because we do have a divine union that's coming together. It's just that right now the outcome is that the Hierophant has some decisions to make. I feel like it's also Mars in Gemini retrograde that's causing this delay as well in communication or in motivation. But it's to see what it is that inspires you to be motivated. Is like redefining yourself as an inspiration to yourself. Four of Wands, Five of Cups in reverse. I like to see that because that was in the immediate past position. Okay. It's possibility once you release the sorrow, pains, and regrets. That makes sense. Yes. And the card that came out here for the advice, detach from what exactly? From anything that's a lack of independence, meaning even if you are in a partnership, you're both, yourselves still, you're still whole. Detach from anything that's blocking you from your emotional fulfillment. So for some of you, this is saying, okay, one side is some of you been doing things on your own for too long. Now it's time to get out there with the collective. And others is you doing things on your own, and you've been doing a lot with, other people, where it's like now time to regroup with yourself. Now divine timing to regroup with yourself. Yes. We got the Three of Cups and divine intervention. Once you regroup with yourself, you be regrouping with your solar plexus, root sacral chakra. From the root sacral chakra to clear out the heart, so that way whatever it is that you want to attract, you have a activated and a connection to your heart space to be able to attract it. Bullseye. But yeah, that's y'all message, collective. I love y'all. I will see y'all on the next live.